Hello, welcome back to my Flosstube number 9. I'm really excited to be back here with you today because the last few Flosstubes have been a little bit longer in between when I've been able to film, just because we've had a lot going on with the summertime. So since the last time you saw me, my birthday has come and gone, which means that I got to do some fun birthday hauling and I had a birthday start. So lots of fun things to share with you today. So as usual, I'm going to share with you my whips, my works in progress, and then we're going to do a little bit of haul. I think everything is hard copy. I don't think I did any PDFs in the last 3 weeks. I have to double check and see. But I was in store a few times, and so I got a few things. And then we'll talk about what my plans are. So I'm really excited to share with you, and I've been working on, I've pulled out a few past whips, things that I'm still desperately in love with, like my spring montage from Pain Free Crafts, but I do have a few new starts as well. So I'm really excited to talk about everything that I've been working on with you. So let's go ahead and talk about whips first. Alright, first whip is I did more on this Happy Halloween. I really love this Witch's Brew stew that is going on in this pattern. And so I wanted to work more on that, so I got more of the colors. I think before when you saw this, I just had a lot of the greens in. So I did more to the cauldron and then put some more of these colors in, but then I got called away by another pattern and I didn't get a ton more done. But I have been working a little bit on this and really enjoying it. This, if I can recall what this is stitched on, I will put it up on the screen. As always, everything that I am stitching, you will find links to where you can go to shop for it in the description bar below. Okay, so next up I have the Hawaii design from Satsuma. I believe I purchased this from their Etsy, and I just love this. I'm stitching on it to commemorate Tim and I's trip to Hawaii, and I actually got quite a bit done on this before I started a different project recently. I don't really love stitching on Aida so much lately, so my Aida projects tend to be some of my least favorites, like my go-tos. However, this is such a departure for me from everything else I'm stitching currently because of all the really beautiful bright colors. I'm also stitching this on this Aida that has this lovely blue modeling, and I thought that that would look nice in contrast with the colors chosen for this piece. So I'm just stitching these with the Call for DMCs, and I really love them. If you look here, just look at all these fun colors. I don't have project bags, by the way. If you're somebody who just likes to keep your stuff in Ziploc bags, I am a fellow kindred spirit that way. And then I just use playing cards as floss drops because it's really easy. So, but I just love all the colors, so I'm really, really excited about this piece. I don't know if I'll get back to it this week because I have some other stuff I want to work on, but I've been really enjoying it. Alright, so as for my 2 big full coverage pieces, actually I still have a couple dimensions that are full coverage kits, but I haven't worked on them in a little while. You've probably recognized that. This is my spring montage from Pain Free Crafts that I'm just really, really loving. There's enough color variation in here. There's a lot of these light hay shades, but we have enough green. Some dark pieces. You're starting to see that I'm going to start this other border. So the pattern I've been putting up on the screen for you so you can see the designs. But the pattern, as you know, is divided in these little, not quadrants, but these little sections with the borders going through the pattern. So I'm starting to see that come through, and I'm really excited about that. So I just really, really love this piece. I always want to be working on it, basically. I did get a little sad realization that this magnet has been making a little mark right there, which I'm bummed about because it's really convenient for me as a right-handed person to put my needle there after I'm done. But now look at this. It's leaving a mark on this side. So I may have to stop using these magnets. I just got them off of Amazon. Oops, I just dropped it. I just got them off of Amazon, and so they're really cheap and cost-effective rather than buying needle minders because those are very expensive for me, for how many, I find useful. So anyway, yep, there's my progress since the last time we had Flosstube. And that spring montage is just being stitched on 18 count white Aida. This is my Hade piece, which I'm doing in the same format as the spring montage, and I haven't done, as you can see, as much as the other one. However, I have put a lot of stitches in this. This is just stitched over 1 on 28 count Lugana, so it's going to be much smaller, and the detail is just going to be like really packed in there. So this one isn't as much fun to stitch on as the Pink Free Crafts because it's so small. I just don't find it as enjoyable. So I'm still going to work on it. I don't know if I'll work on it anymore this week, but I'm still making little by little progress on this. So this is the Great Library or something like that from Heaven and Earth Designs, and everything is linked in the description bar. All right, this is one of my new starts in the last couple weeks since we've met, and this is considered the Lilies from Heartstring Samplery. I had been gathering up some threads to start this for a while and just finally started it about a week and a half ago. This is stitched on a piece of 40 count Newcastle flax, and I hand dyed it with a little bit of, I think it was camel, and there's some purple in there too, but it made this lovely kind of rosy shade. So it's just a little bit it just has a little bit of rose going throughout it, and so that's what I was kind of going for with that, and this has been really enjoyable. This thread right here is called Oscar, and I love him. He is so beautiful. So this is going to be a huge project. I'm stitching it over 1, over 2, 1 over 2 on 40 count, so it could be bigger if I weren't stitching it on 40 count, but it's still going to be really, really huge. So this will take me a while, but it's been fun to work on. All right, this is my last new start, and this was my birthday start this year, which I pretty much worked on like all day on my birthday, which is why you actually see like a pretty good start. As for me, like I stitch pretty slow. So this is going to kind of segue us into haul because I picked this up at Shepherd's Bush. I just really fell in love with the model that they had there. And this is Jeanette Douglas Bee Stitches, and it delightfully but expensively, I discovered, is all stitched in silks. So I have some of them, but I only have like half because Shepherd's Bush had, you know, a little bit less than half maybe of the silks that are called for, so I have to go hunting. But one thing I really liked is you're seeing like a lot of pink tone purples in here, but actually with the model, like I almost thought that the model was stitched using a conversion because it's a lot more like blue toned purples pulled in. So this is my first specialty stitch project as well. This one up here, I love this thread. The little dots for the honeycomb, they are all stitched with the same specialty variegated silk, and it's just really beautiful. And so I was working on my satin stitches. That's my first time doing satin stitches. So in any case, this is actually not going to be too big. It's only going to go like this, and then it's like here. So I think this is accomplishable for me in this year, which I'm excited about. I'll put on the screen what this is stitched on. I have it, actually, do I have it in this bag? It's stitched on, here we go, I saved that so that I can remember. Affogato, Fiber on a Whim, 32 count linen. So I really like all the greens that it pulls in there, and so I'm really excited for this piece, and hopefully I have luck tracking down all the silks. All right, so those are all of my whips. Now I'm going to share with you the items that I've hauled. On my birthday, I went to Shepherd's Bush, and first of all, Tim was like, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, just let me go to the stitchy store and give me $200 to spend in there. And he was like, $200? You can spend $200 in a stitchy store? And I'm like, So he doesn't really know how much I actually spent, but he gave me $200 to spend in there. So I had a great old time just looking at everything. And in Shepherd's Bush, there's just so many projects on the wall. There's so much Shepherd's Bush on the wall, but just so many delightful things to look at. I fell in love with the Jeanette Douglas, and you saw that already in my whips, but that was the project that I just fell in love with while I was there. So yes, so I'm going to go ahead and get into haul. I'm going to show you the stuff that I got at Shepherd's Bush. I also hauled a few threads and things like that for some other projects. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, moving on to haul. I was at Craft Center of Fine Stitchery yesterday, and I snagged some more threads for a few of the designs you're going to see in just a minute that I was kitting up on my birthday. And so I have some of the threads here, but there's a bunch of threads that are just out of stock everywhere. So still looking for a lot. I snagged the 2022 Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And as you know, a few weeks ago, I hauled like 4 other magazines, but not this year. So I am really excited about this, and I want the girls to like pick out a little project maybe for Halloween that would be really fun. This one's so cute. It says, "Hey Pumpkin." So anyway, that is from, oh yeah, and I also grabbed 2 other things while I was there. I saw a couple of Blackbird Designs projects that looked beautiful. So this is actually this Strawberry Patterns Deck the Halls from Blackbird Designs. So Christmas cactus, that's fun. So excited for these. Oh, the bluebirds. Is it a quail? Oh, it's the first day of Christmas. This one's really pretty, Dancing Sugar Plums. So, anyway, that is the first little booklet that I got, and then I saw this stitched up, and it was just so beautiful. It seems to be stitched on something similar to the Affogato. Really nice greens pulled in there. So this is Blackbird, Oh Joyous Day. And I don't have immediate plans to get to this, but it just, when I see the model, sometimes it just calls to me. This is some beautiful flower pattern in there. So, and it's a reproduction sampler, I believe. Stitched by Anne Dunn in 1761. All right, so now I'm going to share with you some stuff that I hauled from Shepherd's Bush for my birthday. You already saw the bee stitches from Jeanette Douglas. I picked this up while I was there. This is Trick or Treat from Cottage Garden Samplings. I believe this is a new pattern from them. All of these adorable pumpkins on there. And while I was there, it looks like I found 2 of the threads I needed. Actually, yeah, the rest are DMC, so that's good. That means I can just kit this up because, or I can start this because my Haid piece has basically every DMC in the entire catalog, so I just can pull from that really easily whenever I need something for a new project. I also picked up Plum Street Samplers Live on Little. It's so beautiful. I love seascape themes, seaside, lakeside themes. I just think they're so beautiful, and I've never lived, you know, on the lake or near the sea, but I just think that it's so beautiful. So there's that. Oh, and I picked up some of the flosses while I was there. I couldn't find all of them, but some of those flosses I showed you at the very beginning of the haul will be going into this set. And then I got 2 Shepherd's Bush patterns while I was there. This one says Love is Where You Plant It. And then it just has all of these adorable flowers. The glare from the picture, sorry about that. It's like an actual picture on there, photo paper. So that one's really, really cute. And I grabbed some of the threads for that while I was there. I feel like I never ever stitch with these colors, which is one of the reasons why I picked out this pattern, because I feel like a lot of designers use the same prim colors and they're just like always out of stock, and so I wanted to stitch with something very different. This purple aster is gorgeous. I'm gonna find out what this green one right here is called. That's really pretty. This one is Bullfrog. And then this was probably the most expensive thing that I purchased while I was there, because this is a kit from Shepherd's Bush and it's called Sail Away, and I saw it stitched and it just really touched me because my kids are starting to, my first son is going to college this year, and this says, "Sail away, my dear one, upon a lap of sea, but if the winds be restless, come back again to me." So that just was very meaningful to me right now, and it's big. It's big, and the kit does come with the fabric, and then it also comes with the silks, which, where did you go, silks? Here they are, and then it comes with the little charm and buttons, so that's really fun, and it's a really beautiful color palette too. Lots of navies, light blue, gray, and then like these earthy green and neutral shades, so really, really pretty. So I snagged some dinky dies. I've never stitched with them before, but I decided to give them a go because I wanted to re-kit up that Owl Forest that I shared with you guys a couple of videos ago. And so I think I got an email about a sale on one of the websites that I've shopped at before, and so I just decided during the sale to snag some silks and restart the Owl Forest. So I picked a color for each shade in the project. This blue, I don't think that there's blue in the project, and there's definitely should be green, so I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I need to grab another green, but anyway, so I think I'm gonna work on that a little bit this week. All right, looks like I also picked this up while I was at Shepherd's Bush. I thought I was done hauling stuff from there. This is called a Tisket to Tasket, and I saw this stitched in the shop, and just the color story is so beautiful. It's very simple. There's not a ton of colors needed, but it's just, it very much looks like the Delft kind of look, and so it just really, really appeals to me. And while I was there, I picked up a lot of the floss that's needed. As you can see, it's all these grays and blues, and that's going to be just beautiful, but it called for a lot of floss. I don't even have all of it that was called for because this is a big project. I thought I purchased this online, but maybe I also got this at Shepherd's Bush. This is Give Thanks for All Things, and it's from Joan Elliott Design, and I just love how you have all of this silhouette and then some color thrown in there with the words. I just think it looks really beautiful. I don't know if I'll do black, maybe like a dark blue, but we'll see. All right, this I definitely got online, maybe 123stitch.com. This is from Praiseworthy Stitches, and it says Santa's Midnight Flight. And I just thought all of these little cottages were so cute, and then this border is just really, really adorable. So no immediate plans to start that, but it was calling to me, and I think it was on sale. The next pattern I got at 123stitch.com, Catherine Parker 1841. Again, this was just calling to me. I think this looks so cool because of the fabric it's stitched on, and then it just has these really rich colors in here, so it just intrigued me. Sorry that you can't really see that very well because it's a really small little picture. This is from the designer is Samplers Revisited. The next pattern I picked up is Spring Lace from Whispered by the Wind. I just love these colors, and I haven't yet stitched on like a mandala like piece like this, but I have collected quite a few of them now because they're just so appealing. And yeah, this is just stitched using one thread that has this beautiful variation between pink and green. It's called Hydrangea, I think, yeah, from Threadworks. So it says you need 20 yards of it though. So anyway, beautiful. I don't think I hauled this during my last video. This is Ink Circle's Turrets and Town, and this fabric that it's stitched on is like making all the difference here, so you gotta find a fun fabric to stitch that on. Oh, that's so cool. It shows that this is the drawing that the designer drew that inspired the pattern. Very cool. Okay, I also snagged Merlin's Tulips from Rosewood Manor. I have found that I am a big fan of Rosewood Manor. Again, we have this mandala kind of vibe, but then you have all of these alphabets, and I have yet to stitch a pattern that has a full alphabet in it yet. Because they're just not really my fave, and then I go and pick this pattern that has so many of them. But I mostly just really liked the colors in here. I thought it was really beautiful. All right, I have 2 pieces of fabric to share with you and 1 birthday gift. So this is Morning Fog from Be Stitch Me. I went ahead and joined their Fabric of the Month club, and I actually signed up for 40 count, but she's sending me 36 count until she has it. And I signed up for linen, and I think that I chose to do either or. So she can either send me a neutral or a color, and this is a very turquoise, kind of gray turquoise shade, which I love. And then this piece of fabric I just wanted to show you because this is something that I dyed myself, and this is just a piece of 28 count Lugana, and this is the color that's in the Consider the Lilies fabric. So this is the rose coloration that I just modeled throughout that fabric, but I wanted to have a piece that was like entirely modeled with this color off of white. So it does have, you know, some splotches there that aren't as pink, obviously, but I really just wanted a pink or rosy piece of fabric to work on for something. All right, and the last thing that I have to share with you, this is a gift from Heidi. This is this really beautiful kit. It's watercolor-esque, these beautiful flowers and these vases, and it's just so, so beautiful, and I was admiring hers. And so she got me one and sent it to me for my birthday because she's adorable. So here's the name of it. And here is the name of the company. So yeah, if I can find you a good place to shop for this, I will put it in the description bar. Oh, here we go. This looks like where she got it from. So it's a whole kit, so it comes with all the flosses in there and a needle, and so that's very exciting. All right, so works in progress, check. Haul, check. Now let's talk about my plans for this week. I for sure will be stitching more on Spring Montage because it's like my favorite thing to stitch on right now. I just love it so much. I want to take it with me everywhere, but I know I'm already like, I'm getting the fabric a little bit dirty because I'm taking it like actually everywhere because it takes me longer to get through a diagonal row. So I'm ending up stitching on it for longer periods of time, and then I'm like, oh, I want to finish this, so I'll take it with me. Like I took it to the water park the other day. I took it to the hospital a few times this week while Tim was going in for some testing and different things like that. So yeah, I took it to my own doctor's appointment. I mean, I took it everywhere. So just really, really enjoying that. But I also plan to take those silks that I was showing with you that I got to re-kit the Al Forest embroidery. I'm going to probably frog out all of those DMCs and go back in and replace them with the silks that I got for that project, just because it didn't really look like how I was hoping it would look, and so I'm thinking with the silks that will be more enjoyable. I showed you in haul, I forgot to mention before, but I showed you in haul that Heidi sent me a kit for my birthday, so I really want to start that, so I'm probably going to start that this week. And there's just too many things to stitch. It's just so, so fun. That's the thing I love about stitching, is having different projects that you can work on depending on what your mood is, what your vibe is that week. So school starts this week though. School starts back up on Wednesday, which means I will have more time, like in consistent periods of time, to get work done. So I don't really know if school starting will affect how much I get to stitch, because I usually only stitch in the evening. But I'm going to be running around more places because all the kids have places that they have to be at certain times now. So anyway, yes, that is the thing about this week is school is starting, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week's Flosstube, or this weekly Flosstube. Hopefully I'll be back to about every other Sunday that I'll be filming, so I think that's going to be it. If you are here for Flosstube and haven't checked any of my nail polish videos out, I encourage you to do that. It's other favorite hobby of mine is painting, swatching, creating nail polish. So definitely check out those videos because we're exploring fall and Halloween collections right now. And so I'm excited to share that stuff with you too. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. And I'll see you back again very soon. Enjoy your stitchy journey until I see you again. Take care. Bye.